This was a racing game where the goal was to be slower. The two players took turns, asking questions. The player who answered incorrectly would have their vehicle accelerate. Once the speed became too high while taking a turn, the nitroglycerin inside the car would shake violently, eventually causing the car to explode. This game tested not only driving skills, but also who was better at setting traps.
私がショットガンを指しているのは右の脇だ。トゥルーアフォールス。
I remembered that every time I had met him before, he held his gun in his right hand. From the standpoint of drawing a gun quickly, carrying it on the left side would be more convenient. While thinking about it, my car accidentally ran over a rock. The nitroglycerin inside immediately started shaking. It seemed that thinking while driving was truly dangerous. Without any other clues, I leaned toward answering no. The devil immediately made its judgment. Although Hokushin preferred using his right hand, he was actually used to carrying a gun on both sides. My speed instantly doubled. The game of seeing whose nitroglycerin would explode first used a best-of-5 format. Hokushin took the first point. Next, it was my turn to ask a question. I looked at a convenience store by the roadside and asked, "Does a piece of chocolate exist within this enclosed space?" Whenever a devil's game began, the devil would separate part of the real world and use it as the game field. This game was taking place in the mountains, so normally there should not have been any chocolate. But Hokushin thought about the convenience store we had just passed. There should have been chocolate for sale there. Then he thought about it more carefully. There was a store transfer sign posted outside. There might not have been any chocolate inside.
答えはフォールス。
正解だ。おだての野菜に1点が加算される。
That was exactly the distraction I had prepared. I deliberately asked the question while passing the convenience store. I wanted to draw Hokushin's attention to the store transfer sign. In reality, the piece of chocolate was in my pocket the whole time. It was a snack that I always carried with me. The score returned to a tie. After the score was tied, Hokushin became smarter. As we approached the next turn, he suddenly started honking the horn, repeatedly. While drawing my attention away, he secretly counted the number of monkeys on a roadside billboard.
たった今通り過ぎた温泉の看板に動物は3匹以上いた。トゥルーアフォールス。
I immediately realized I had fallen into his trap, but there was no way to make up for it. I could only gamble on a 50% chance.
トゥルー。正解だ。
As a result, Hokushin took the lead again. At the same time, both of our speeds doubled. One more loss, and I would be eliminated. I had to reveal my trump card.
俺の車に2トロの液体は2リットルある。トゥルーアフォールス。
Hokushin glanced at the passenger seat. To him, it looked like an easy point.
答えはトゥルー。
正解だ。
There really were 2 liters of nitroglycerin in the car, but he overlooked the word liquid. I activated my devil ability, 1-minute object freeze. I turned the nitroglycerin into a solid. The score was tied once again, but by then, our speed had already reached 128 kilometers per hour. 300 meters ahead was a U-shaped turn. Even a professional race car driver could not take that turn at that speed without causing liquid to shift. We no longer had time to play the final round. Just as it seemed we were about to die together, Hokushin suddenly laughed. It turned out that he had once made a deal with the devil. As a result, he gained an extremely powerful devil ability, time reversal. He could rewind time inside the enclosed space to the moment when the previous round had just begun. So when I asked again whether there was liquid nitroglycerin inside the car, he gave the correct answer without any hesitation.
答えはフォールスだ。
I was stunned. As the protagonist, I had lost to the villain. Fortunately, neither of us had wagered our lives this time, but I lost the 98 devil keys that I had worked so hard to collect. No miracle happened. Devil abilities were meant to be used for cheating. If anyone was to blame, it was me for being too confident and not doing my investigation beforehand.